Hello dear student, I am Rajan Ahmed, an assistant English teacher of Bombay Sadasha High School in Nepal. Dear student, during the time of this epidemic, coronavirus has spread to all the countries of the world. It is not possible to take classes in school and college, and so I have taken steps to take classes in online class. Dear student, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm going to start my class. So all of you stay with us in online classes. And you patiently enjoy the class. So let's see. Dear student, today our topic name is passive narration. In previous video, I have discussed rule number 1 and 2. Today I will discuss about after that rules. Dear student, today I will discuss about rule number 3. In this rule, here is written to change inverted comma according to sentence. To use inverted comma totally depends on sentence. At first, we have to identify sentence. If we don't identify sentence, so we will not be able to change inverted comma. So, dear students, I will give you some easy technique to remember. While this sentence will be assertive, objective, exclamatory, changing inverted comma, you would use as a linkers there. While the sentence will be interrogative, and if the sentence is started to auxiliary verb, so changing inverted comma you will use if, or if the sentence started WSQ, changing inverted comma, nothing will be used. WSQ will be available. So dear student, in inverted sentence there are many ways to change inverted comma. I hope that you can understand, dear student. Dear student, in inverted sentence there are many ways to change inverted comma. While the sentence will be started at the beginning of the sentence will be given V1 form, so changing inverted comma you will use 2 plus verb V1. While the sentence will be started don't, changing inverted comma you will use not to. If the sentence is started never, changing inverted comma you will use never to. Or if the sentence started letters, changing inverted comma that plus subject plus should or might will be used. So dear student, I hope that you can understand. So I am going to give you one kind of an example of sentence narration. So I hope that if I give this sentence narration, so it will be very clear to you. Ronnie said to me, I am going to market. Dear student, here I have written a direct narration. So here you can see, Ronnie said to me, I am going to Dhaka. At first, when we turn direct narration to indirect, so at first we have to identify what type of sentence is used including inverted comma. So here you can see that in inverted comma, included inverted comma, the sentence is started subject and at the end of the sentence is there is full stop. So we can understand that this is assertive sentence because I have given you the rules of to identify sentence. So it is a assertive sentence. So we have been to able to identify assertive sentence. So then we change other options. As this sentence is assertive, we have to change reporting part. Dear student, if the sentence is assertive, no need to change say true. Or you can also change say true. Instead of say true, you can write here true. Next, third step, we have to change inverted comma. As this sentence is assertive, we have to use linkers there instead of inverted comma. Number fourth step. Here you can see this is the assertive sentence. So we have to add sentence in SBO system. SBO, that means S means subject, B means verb, O means object. So dear student, you can see this is assertive sentence. This sentence is already added as SBO system. No need to change this sentence. So dear student, next step. That means we have to use subject. That means here. Number 5. To change pronoun I and you. Here you can see pronoun I is used at the beginning of the sentence. So I will follow repeating verb subject because I is the first person. You is the second person. If this here, if this given you, so you always follow me. But here subject I is used. That is why I will follow Ronnie. Ronnie pronoun will be he. 6. Number 6. To change tense. Here you can see am is the present form, present auxiliary verb. So you know that when reporting verb will be said or said to tense, you have to change tense. So answer will be was verb. He, third person singular number, and was is the singular verb. So here I will use was. So dear student, going will not be changed going to market. Dear student, number 7, we have to change adverb type. But here you can see there is no adverb type in this sentence. So no need to change. After rule number 8, to use full stop at the end of the sentence. As this sentence is assertive, so already full stop is used here. So no need to change. Dear student, I hope that you can understand my speech. So dear student, I will give next rule. Rule number 4. Dear students, rule number 4, to arrange sentence as view. S means equal, S means verb, subject, sorry. S means subject, B means verb, O means object. Dear student, I hope that you can understand. As given, that means at first you have to write subject, verb plus object. In this system, you have to arrange all the sentences. Dear student, now I will explain next rule, rule number 5. Rule number 5, in this sentence is written here to change pronouns I and you. So, you know, I is always follow repeating verb subject and you always follow repeating verb object. Rule number 6, to change tense. Here I will give you some easy technique to remember tense. Direct. Could. Could. Might. This student, there is no error phrase after that, so I have to clean this code. So dear student, I hope that you can understand. Here I have written direct. When this verb will be in direct narration and repeating verb is said or said to, you have to change this. When this verb will be don't doesn't, so it will be turned into didn't. When this verb will be answered, it will be was were. Have has, it will be had, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might. So dear student, I hope that you can understand. So dear student, when this part will be was were, it will be had be. When this part will be did plus part be one from, so it will be had plus part be did from. When this part will be D2 from, it will be had plus D3 from. That's it. So I hope that you can understand this today. So this today is very important. So I am feeling very bad. So dear student, now I will give another example of a sentence narration. So it will be very easy for you. Dear student, father said to me, have you gone to school? Dear student, here you can see, father said to me, have you gone to school today? Dear student, so to make this direct to indirect, at first we have to follow what type of sentence is used in inverted comma. Here you can see at the end of the sentence there is a question mark. That is why we can understand this is the interrogative sentence. So we have to change repeating verb. Father, inverted, changing invert, repeating verb, I will use here ask. Because when this sentence would be interrogative, you have to change repeating verb. Changing repeating verb, you will use ask. Ask me. So, step 3, we have to change inverted comma. So at first I have given you the roles. It is an interrogative sentence. So changing inverted comma, you will use in linkers if, because this sentence is starting with auxiliary verb. I have given these roles. If this sentence is auxiliary verb, so in changing inverted comma, you will use if. Or if this sentence is started WSQ, so changing inverted comma, you will use WSQ. So dear student, I hope that you can understand. Then after that we have to arrange sentences as the system. But here auxiliary verb is given before subject. But doing that indirect narration, we have to write subject. So you step number 5. We have to change pronoun I and you. Here you can see you will follow repeating verb object. That's when me. But you know that here we have to use subject. So me is the object. So me will be subject. I hope that you can understand this student. So we also have to change auxiliary verb. Here auxiliary verb have. It will be had. Gone to school. Just student, I have changed tense. After that, rule number 7. to change above time. Here you can see today it is one kind of a above time. We have to change this. Today it will be directly. At the ending of the sentence in direct narration there is a question mark. But in indirect narration I will use full stop because instead of question marks we have to use full stop. I hope that you can understand this today. So, this today, at the end of the sentence, we have to use full stop at the end of the sentence. So, here I have used full stop at the end of the sentence. So, while you make direct to indirect, at the end of the sentence, you always have to use full stop. Just today, before starting this class, I have written a passage narration. Today, I will discuss about this passage narration and I will teach this narration. This is direct narration and I will make this and I will show you how to do indirect. Yes, student, in this passage narration, here is written, the old man said to me, can you give me support? I have been starving for 3 days. The maid said, why do you beg? Can't you work? So, dear student, before doing passage narration, you have to follow some conditions. At first, you have to go through the full passage. Then, you have to identify repeating part, subject and object. After that, you have to realize the meaning of each sentence. After that, you have to identify which sentence is used in this passage narration. So, I hope that you will be able to direct to indirect. So, dear student, here you can see I have read this passage narration. Here I have found repeating part, subject, the old man and the maid. I have already found 2 persons, the old man, the maid. Just student. So if the old man says something, maybe to the maid, or the maid says something, so it will be to the old man. Maybe I hope that you can understand. Just student. So, you can see that, can you give me support? It is a one kind of interrogative sentence because at the end of the sentence, a question mark is used. I have been starving 3 days. Here, you can see that it is an assertive sentence because at the end of the sentence, I have used full stop and the sentence is started. At the beginning of the sentence, I have used subject. That is why it is an assertive sentence. The maid said, why do you beg? This is the interrogative sentence. Why? At the end of the sentence there is a question mark and the sentence is started WSQ. That is why it is an interrogative sentence. Can't you work? It is also interrogative. Here you can see that at the end of the sentence there is a question mark and the sentence is started towards silver. So I hope that you can understand. Just student, I am going to do indirect. Just student, repeating part can be middle of the sentence or in the passage, middle of the passage. But when you will do indirect, you have to write repeating part, subject and object at the beginning of the sentence. So, dear student, as this sentence is interrogative, so I will write here the old man asked. Why? As this sentence is interrogative, instead of say to, we have to write here asked. Then the old man asked the maid. The old man asked the maid. This sentence, as this sentence sentence interrogative, we have to change inverted comma. Changing inverted comma, I will use here if as a linkers because this is the interrogative sentence and this sentence starts from auxiliary verb. That is why I have used here as the linkers if. Then we have to change, we have to write subject. So pronoun you is given here, so you always follows the main. The main, that means indicate a female or woman. So main pronoun will be she. Here there is a auxiliary verb can, it will be could because reporting verb is the first form. That is why tense will be changed according to reporting verb. Could, give, me, give. Then here pronoun I, object from used here. So me will always follow the subject, the word main. The word main pronoun will be he. But here me is the object form. That is why we have to use here me. He object form will be he. Support. At the end of the sentence, here we have to use a full stop. So, dear student, I hope that you can understand. I have been starving for 3 days, and said that. Why? Because in second sentence, I have been starving. I, that's an indicate old man. As this sentence one person has told, that is why no need to write here the old man asked or said to do, because he in this sentence, this speech has told the old man. That is why here no need to write subject. So I have used and said that. So dear student, here you can see I follow the old man. Old man pronoun will be he. Here also there is the auxiliary verb have. It will be had, been, starving, for 3 days. Dear student, I hope